is up? What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the Chaotic Kitchen. If you're new here, hey. My name is Mickey, and today we're going to be doing a little 1-2. So get your note app, get your notepad, get everything you're going to need to take notes because we're going to get started here in a minute, okay? So, y'all, as we know, it is the holiday season, and everybody wants to bring their best dish to the holiday dinner. So, today we're going to be trying our hand at a wonderful, delectable dish that can be done a few different ways. I'm saying we because, can I tell y'all a secret? I ain't never made this before. I've never even tried to make this. And can I tell y'all another secret? I've never tasted it either. But I'm going to trust myself and I'm going to trust the recipe that I have so we can make a delectable shrimp etouffee. I know y'all here because y'all hungry, and so am I. I ain't even going to lie. So we're going to go ahead and get started. But before we do that, I need a few things from y'all. First, make sure you like this video, drop a comment below, and then subscribe to the channel. You want to know what Mickey's got going on? Make sure you subscribe and turn on the post notifications. Next, if you have not done so already, while you already on the YouTube app, go ahead and type in Baking Corner with Mickey and subscribe there as well. This is going to be my baking channel where all of the baked goods are shared. And if you have recipe recommendations, you can also drop it in the comments here or on the other channel. You can also follow me on social media. This is going to be the tag for my Instagram and my TikTok page. And in addition, you can also follow my baking page on Instagram. This is going to be where, once again, all of the good treats are held. And then in the link in this bio, you can also place an order of your own. All right, y'all, now that we have all of that good stuff out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get started. Make sure, once again, that you have all of your materials to take notes because there will be a quiz at the end. I'm just playing. Ain't no quiz. But make sure that you also like this video so that you can come back to it whenever you need it. If you're anything like me, I love to see a good visual along with a nice recipe. So follow along, take notes, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Okay? Y'all ready? You sure? Are you really though? Okay, let's go! Alright, y'all, so I started out by chopping my veggies. I used a green pepper and a yellow onion, and I cut those into really nice bite-sized pieces. You can do them as big or as small as you please. If you've been here for a while, you know I don't really do onions, so me adding onions in this dish, I was really blown away. I feel like it definitely had a very great effect on the flavor, and it added such a depth that I was not really used to, obviously, because I don't be eating onions, but it was very good. I couldn't really taste them. Like, I think within like the mixture or whatever, it is something that you don't pay attention to it because it's like so small. So if you don't like onions, I would recommend using them for this dish, but you don't have to make them as big, and you also don't have to use as much. So I seasoned my shrimp with these seasonings on the screen, and then I mixed those up. I didn't add any oil or anything to them because I did not want that to like affect the roux and the sauce when I add it in there. So for my roux, I'm going to start by melting 4 tablespoons of butter, and then I am going to add to that pan 4 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to mix it in, and I'm not going to stop stirring because I want it to turn to like a light brown color similar to peanut butter. I do have this on probably about a 3 to 4 heat. I don't want it too high because I don't want it to burn, but I also don't want it too low because I want it to continuously like brown, so that it can turn into this color. Once it is a color that I like, I'm going to add in my veggies, and then I'm going to continue to mix those. The roux is going to get significantly darker once again, but I don't want it to burn, so I'm going to keep stirring my pan and make sure that my veggies cook thoroughly. Once they are cooked all the way through, I'm going to add in some minced garlic, give that a nice stir, and then once that is nice and fragrant, I'm going to go in with about a cup of chicken broth. I ain't gonna lie, I eyeballed it, but if you want to measure, feel free to do so. I was kind of frustrated that I did not make a whole lot. Like, this dish lasted probably about 2 to 3 days for real, and I was disappointed because it was real good. So if you are making it for a holiday dish and you want bigger portions, then I would say use the same recipe but just multiply it as you see fit. I added in the seasonings on the screen, which is basically the same stuff that I used to season my shrimp, and then I added a bay leaf to set it off while I let this simmer. I'm going to give it a nice little stir, and then I'm gonna let it sit for a little while. Once it really gets to bubbling, I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of tomato paste, and then once I let it cook a little bit more, I'm gonna remove my bay leaf and then add in my shrimpies. Now, I did this with some white rice on the side, and I could not ask for a better side. Like, it was so wonderful. They paired together so well, and I really hope y'all make this for your holiday dishes, because man, when I tell you, I tore this down. Like, in my household, it was a hit for sure. I let the shrimp cook in the sauce for about 7 to 10 minutes, and then when they were done, it is time to eat. You can tell that they're done by just pricking them with the fork and seeing the texture. So like I said, I paired this with some white rice. I didn't season the rice because the shrimp has a seasoning all on its own, and I didn't want to necessarily interrupt the taste of this dish because I need all of that. I gave it a little sprinkle with some green onions on top. I know it don't look like a whole lot, but baby, when I tell you, it's everything. I don't know what I expected, but I'm definitely making this again because it's too good to just pass up. You know what? Hell yeah. I had made a small portion on purpose, but when you go to make this for the holiday dinner, baby, them people gonna be fighting over this dish. I'm about to finish this bowl. I ain't gonna lie. And did just that. We ain't wasting no meals over here, baby. Anyway, y'all, happy holidays. I hope you like this video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all later.